Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot today. I got so busy and life has been crazy. So I will give it just a couple of minutes to tell the groups that I have jumped on. Okay. This is one thing I never forget when it's my time, and I can't believe I completely spaced it. Is everybody having a great week so far? Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so let's do, I'm just going to do a few tasks, and I'm going to make it pretty short today because, you know, it's a beautiful day outside here, and there's so much going on, and who's all excited about the patches? Let's see. Sorry, I have so many messages coming in. Wonder when Power Hour is. Stacy forgot. So, okay, let's go to our walls and post something about the patches. So how excited you are about the new patches coming. And let's start there. You know, the more excitement you create about what's coming, the more excited your customer base is going to be, the more excited your teammates are going to be, the more excited your, you know, anybody that follows you, your friends, your family, and, you know, people are curious. People are really curious about CBD oils in general. And a lot of people haven't tried CBD oils yet, and they're seeing this, and they don't want to take anything orally. They want to do something that's really easy. So a patch is something that's super, super easy. So today we're going to do a little bit of CBD work so we can prepare ourselves for Friday, because, you know, Friday, it's going to open up for everybody, and that's going to be super awesome. Can you imagine how awesome and how fast everybody's teams are going to grow if you guys learn how to promote the patches, and you promote them in a way that it's fun for people to watch? Your teams are going to grow like crazy. So put it down in the comments whenever you guys get close to, or whenever you guys are done posting something on your wall about the patches. And we're going to start moving on. Turn my screen off for a second because I want to pull a picture up, and I don't know how to screen share. So I'm going to talk about some of the ingredients in the CBD. Okay, some of the ingredients of the CBD patch are ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but I'm going to tell you that's how you pronounce it for right now, unless you know how. Go get dressed or closer on the counter. Socks, shoes, or socks, t-shirt, and shorts, please. Please. So it has a lot of uses, this ashwagandha word. It's used to reduce levels of fat and sugar in the blood. It's also used as an adaptogen to help the body cope with daily stress, and as a general tonic. GABA functions as a neurotransmitter, facilitating communication among brain cells. It's also available as a supplement. Supplements are used often to treat high blood pressure, stress, anxiety, and sleep. The black pepper is an important healthy food owing to its antioxidant, antimicrobial potential, and gastroprotective modules. In this comprehensive treat, this is like really scientific, and I'm not scientific. This is all Google. And this comprehensive treatise efforts are made to expedite the antioxidant, antimicrobacterial, anti-inflammatory, gastroprotective, antidepressant activities of black pepper. CoQ10. We all know what CoQ10 is because our heart hydration is full of CoQ10, and so is our ubiquinol. It's an antioxidant that your body produces naturally. The CBD is it says is a phytocannabinoid discovery. 1940 was cannabinoid. I don't even know how to do this, so we're just going to stop because I'm going to make myself look silly because I can't pronounce out those words. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go to Google, and I want you to take those 4 or 5 ingredients, and I want you to Google one of the ingredients. And I want you to do some copy and paste research. And I want you to post something really good and informative about one of the ingredients that you have. Post it in your team page or post it in your customer group. This is just, don't post anything about CBD oils, nothing with the patches. I just want you to post something about this ingredient in your customer group. So go do that. Whenever you guys get finished, let me know. Start posting some dones in the comments. Christmas, I see you have your hand up. Do you have a question? Muted. I'm trying to talk to you and I'm muted. If you guys, if you do the research on these ingredients, you're going to see all kinds of really great things about them. So knowing is going to only improve and only to, I'm going to post them in the chat. There we go. I posted them in the chat. Those are the ingredients. They're also posted in team pages as well. If you haven't seen them, let your sponsor or your 3-star upline know that you need a copy of the ingredients. They have been posted. But knowing the information about this stuff and learning how to do a little bit of informational searches on your own is going to be super beneficial in your business. Your son's outside, Tammy, on the porch. Okay, I'm seeing some dones. You guys, I'm just so excited about this stuff. I'm so excited about these patches. Now, let's see. We're just going to do some random, normal stuff that we normally do because I think it's important to kind of make sure that you are in the habits every day of doing the same things that we normally do on a daily basis, but changing it up a little bit and adding stuff to it every day. So right now I want you to go to 5 interest groups, and I'm going to post this in chat. Go to 5 interest groups, comment on 5 posts, and then I want you to like at least 10 of them. And don't just go and like the first 10 you see. Go and, scroll through and see something. If you've done it today, that's awesome. Great for you. Good job, because this is important to be able to do these things. Yesterday we talked, a couple of us talked about how we started with the company. And I started with the 7-day trial. I also then started with the 125 package, because 10 likes in every group. This should take you less than 4 minutes to do all of these activities in one. So when I started with the true basic, which was the month supply and the 5 trials. And we grew really fast because we all taught each single person how to sell those 5 trials as soon as they got them. And I think that's something important that we need to kind of go back to. So what I want you to do in your customer groups, when you guys are done with this activity, is go in there, and I want you to talk about how to get your month product for free. Because when I started this, I was flat broke. I couldn't afford my month product, and I wanted to keep on the product because I felt good. But I couldn't afford it, and I had to sell those 5 trials to be able to continue. So that's something that it's basic. It's back to the beginnings. And that's how so many of us that have been in this business for 3-4 years, that's how we all started. I don't know who all's on here that has done that as well. Alicia, I see you on here. I think you started with that package as well, didn't you?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
What package? I was dealing with children.
The True Basic.
Actually TrueStar Pro. But yeah, I mean, same principle, but yeah. And I didn't start to sell the packages or the trial packs. I started to have enough for my husband and I. And then Amanda Bumgarner said, why don't you just make a post and see who's interested? And that first weekend I sold all 10 of them and made $250. And that was how I started.
Yeah. So isn't it incredible to think that there's so many of us here where we are now because we started with that simple package.
Mm-hmm.
With the full thing of thinking we had to sell those 5 trials, or we had to, make this last for however long, or however the longest amount of time that we could, because we needed it, we wanted it, we loved it, we couldn't afford it to continue. And so I think it's important to remember getting people to sell their 5 trials is something that's going to be explosive to your teams. And just getting them thinking in that frame of mind, I need to sell these 5 trials so I can get my month product for free. You're going to notice there's a huge demand for people to want to start. I'm seeing who else is on here that I know for sure started that same way. I don't see anybody, but I'm not looking very good at the pictures. So, create some buzz in your customer groups today about getting your month supply for free. Because when you talk to people and you tell them that they can, in fact, get their products for free by selling 5 trials a month, you're going to see a turnaround. And team building is something that's so super important. No, I did not pre-sell them. I actually had a credit card that we kept on hand for emergencies. It only had like a $250 limit because we didn't have any credit to have a regular, base credit card. So it was like one of those ones that has probably like 29 or 45% interest or something ridiculous like that because we didn't have good credit. So I used that card without my husband knowing, because it was for emergencies only. And I got it, and then I paid it off the next week, and I actually made, I think, $1,600 in the next 2 weeks because I was able to buy and sell enough back and forth, and return it and put it back into my business. What I did was I bought that package, I sold the trials, I put it back into my business, bought the same package over and over again. I just continually did that over and over until I had enough over the next, maybe 7 or 8 days until I think I only did it like 4 times until I was able to buy a bigger package, which was 400, I think 450 or something like that at the time for 50 trials. And I bought the 50 trials and I was able to turn that over into a lot more. But it's crazy to think that a lot of us are here because of that 7-day. No, I posted on my wall. I used my entire Facebook wall like McDonald's uses TV commercials. I used my Facebook wall like Burger King uses the radio. I used my Facebook wall to just like Walmart uses the newspaper. Whatever you got to do for your Facebook wall, you don't blow it up with your product, but you want to be excited about your product on your wall. If you're not excited about your product on your wall, why are your friends and family going to be excited about products? So I continually just posted really great stuff, and I posted my journey. I didn't share a whole lot of before and afters. I didn't share a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. I posted how I felt. I'd post, oh my God, I feel so great today. Holy crap, I've lost 6 pounds. I can fit into pants this week that I couldn't fit into last week. I mean, just random things like that is what got my family and friends involved, and they wanted to be a part of it. So when you're posting things like that that are motivating, that people see you're excited, they're going to be super excited.
Stacy.
Yeah.
So while you said that you shared like your journey along the way, but when you first started and you didn't have a testimony, you just shared, your excitement, didn't you?
I did. I shared my excitement. And you know what I also shared? I shared a lot of, holy crap, I have these trials. People are losing 5 to 7 pounds their first week, and I have them for $25. Who wants that? I mean, I would post that daily. And when I did, people were like, oh my God, what is this? I want to lose 5 pounds. I need to do this. What is it? And that's how I sold them. I mean, there were days that I'd be, okay, I'm at the ballpark. I'm going to the ballpark in Clay City today. Who wants trial? And I'd have women lined up around the corner. Golf carts, cars, and on foot, on bicycles, just to get their trials. And, it was something that I was not just marketing on my Facebook wall. I was going to my Clay County websites because I live in Clay County, Indiana. And I would go to my Clay County and local city yard sales just within a 10-mile surrounding distance. And I would post, I've got this product, people are losing this weight. Who wants a trial? $25. And then I'd be like, okay, I'll meet you here. And so, it all started with that. And I didn't do the cold market in the yard sale sites until maybe a month and a half, 2 months into it. But it all started with my wall. You have to think you are running a business. This is your business. This is nobody else's business. This is your business. And you have to think about running it the way that Walmart runs their business, or, ideas, thinking. The way that Aquafina runs their business, or, however anybody markets anything, any little boutiques that you see, the way that they're marketing on Facebook, they're growing their business through Facebook because they are doing their marketing. They're doing marketing to help their businesses grow. They're not doing anything that's non-business producing. Um, so you have to think of it as your own business and running it that way. And when you get into that business frame of mind, you're going to see a whole lot different things, especially if you're not seeing any results, as in customers or as in people wanting to buy. If you're not running your business as a business, they're not going to see that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I saw Valera jump on. Okay, so I see some dones earlier in the last. Yes, mine was an intentional business too. And we were asked the other day, as 5 stars in our 5-star group, why did you start this? And I posted on my wall too to get people to find out why people did start this. And most of it was to get my product for free. I started this to get my product for free. I couldn't afford it. I was flat broke. So, it all starts with why somebody starts into something. And then, everything changes for a lot of people. And, as you grow, your whys change, your decisions as to why you want to, change more lives or whatever the reason may be. It all changes. It just gets bigger and bigger. So next project I want you to write this down because we're not going to, I have to be somewhere like in 20 minutes. So I'm actually going to put you in the car with me and make my kid drive me. Let's go into your customer group and comment on 15 posts in your customer group. And go do that. I'm going to mute you for a second so I can get out the door and start commenting done when you've done that. Nobody is talking. We're waiting on everybody to get done with their first or with their last activity. It's fine. on posts and giving people encouragement in your customer groups. That is so super important. That should be an everyday activity of your business, because if you're working a customer group, that also is part of running your business as well as working your wall. You got to think, you are your own marketer. Even if you have to do it in a group, a customer group of people you work with, you have to. And thanks. My hair is really fried, so I can't blow dry it or anything.
Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Okay, and I'm going to end this because my son decided not to go and I have to drive. And I'm sorry I was running late, and I'm sorry I had to cut this short. It's something that I can't avoid today. But I want you guys to do 2 activities for me tonight. And I think this is something that's super, super important. And if you've not done it before, you need to do it. And it's something that you need to look at frequently and daily. I want you to, the first one is I want you to go to YouTube, and I want you to find an influencer. I want you to find somebody that's really good and motivational. And I want you to work on a little bit of personal development today, because sometimes just listening to a YouTube video of somebody that's just really good and somebody that's really motivating will help change your train of thought and your whole peace of mind. So I want you to find somebody, watch something. You have to watch 3 or 4 before you get inspired. Watch them. Go to YouTube and go to the search bar and just type in motivation. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of things that's going to come up on motivation. But I want you to watch something until you become inspired, because when you're inspired, you inspire others. If you're not inspired, you're not going to inspire others. So we need to work on getting inspired. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to, by the end of the week, by Friday, I want you to go to Walmart, dollar store, wherever, your garage, find a cardboard box, glue, paper, scissors, I don't care, wherever you find it. And I want you to make a vision board. Use old magazines or printouts. And I want you to do a physical vision board, because they are so much more important than a virtual one, because you see something physical every day. And so I want you to work on a physical dream board. And put your dreams, put what you want in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years on this dream board. And when you get it done, as soon as you get this vision board done, I want you to send me a picture. I want you to post it on your wall and send me a picture, because I'm going to draw somebody's name to do 7 days of the patches. If you send me that, you'll be entered. Because I think a vision board is something that's so super important for everybody to do and for everybody to see on a daily basis. Because, if you don't have your dreams and your visions of what you want your life to be like in the next 5, 10, 20 years, then what are you shooting for? Just an everyday average? What's normal now? And so do that. Send me your vision boards by Friday, and we'll draw somebody. Yes, vision board, dream board, however you want to do it, whatever you want to call it. So do that. And I'm going to cut this short, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. And I can't wait to see how everybody's boards look. It's going to be awesome. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.